Hello and welcome to the newsroom. I am Esther Vese. The Nigerian police force has arrested 400 members of the Islamic Movement of Nigeria for disturbance of public peace and law and order in the Federal Capital Territory. The police have also accused the group of burning a police vehicle in the capital city. Police spokesman Jima Moshood in a statement said members of the group arrested with 31 bottles of petrol bombs and other dangerous weapons will be charged with terrorism under the Terrorism Prevention Amendment Act of 2013. The federal government has insisted that Nigerian troops have succeeded in decimating the capacity of Boko Haram terrorist groups to carry out spectacular attacks. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, also described news on social media that the warfare of the troops in the front line was so poor that soldiers were begging for food as fake news. Mohammed urged Nigerians to appreciate and understand the nature of the Boko Haram insurgency, which grew from a local terrorist group into an international group, attracting funding and support from similar groups across the globe. The National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, has again received another batch of 141 stranded Nigerians from Libya. They are assisted by the International Organization for Migration. The returnees arrived in Nigeria at midnight on Friday at the cargo wing of the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Ikeja. They consist of 71 female adults, 3 female children, and 3 female infants. There are also 53 male adults, 6 male children, and 5 male infants. Nigerian governors have agreed to increase their initial 20,000 naira minimum wage offer. The chairman of the Nigerian Governors Forum, Abdulaziz Yari, says governors have agreed to increase their minimum wage offer to 22,500. He says it is the highest the governors can offer and explains that the acceptable minimum wage must be done in such a way that total personnel cost does not exceed 50% of the revenue available to each state. South Sudan rebel leader Riek Machar has returned to the capital Juba. That's more than 2 years after he fled the country after the collapse of a 2016 peace deal. Machar, the former vice president, fled to neighboring Democratic Republic of Congo in 2016 after fierce fighting broke out in Juba, killing hundreds of people. Last month, he and President Salva Kiir signed a new peace deal in the latest attempt to end the 5-year war. The European Union is set to renew sanctions in December on senior officials in Democratic Republic of Congo, including presidential candidate Emmanuel Ramazani Shadary. The EU imposed sanctions last year on Shadary, who served as interior minister, and 15 other Congolese after a crackdown on protesters who opposed a delay in holding elections. A Pakistani court has overturned the death sentence of a Christian woman convicted of blasphemy, a case that has polarized the nation. Asia Bibi was convicted in 2010 after being accused of insulting Prophet Muhammad in a row with her neighbors. She always maintained her innocence but has spent most of the past 8 years in solitary confinement. Nigeria's coach Kenneth Ross says John Michael Obi will decide when to return to the Super Eagles. The German tactician has explained that it was the wish of his keeper to be left out of the squad, although he hopes he returns for the African tournament scheduled for Cameroon next year, and provided that is if they do qualify for it. One of African football's most powerful figures has been banned from the sport for life for breaking bribery and corruption rules. Ex-Ghana Football Association President Kwesi Nyantakyi also broke conflict of interest rules. Football's world governing body launched an investigation after Nyantakyi was pictured taking $65,000 from an undercover reporter. Nyantakyi was also vice president of the Confederation of African Football and a member of the FIFA Council. And that's been the latest update from the newsroom. Thank you very much for watching. I am Esther Vese.